Hi, welcome to MATLAB Games. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Francis.
Today we're playing
Philosophy. Yes.
So Philosophy is a 2 to 3 player game where players take part in a conversation.
Yes, we're having a discussion today in tiles.
And we're going to see who can win this conversation and reach a conclusion.
Yes.
Right? So take a look at the table. This is a very abstract tile placement game where each player has 12 identical tiles, and we will be using them out on the board to sort of introduce new ideas, and they'll be manipulating each other. And then the whole premise is we want to be able to string 3 of our ideas together, either orthogonally adjacent or diagonally adjacent, anywhere on the board.
To draw a conclusion.
To draw your conclusion. And the first player to draw their conclusion wins.
Yep, exactly.
So that's it. It's really simple.
Yeah.
We're just going to take turns placing tiles, and now all the tiles interact with each other based on the symbols. And once you kind of get the symbols, it really is easy to follow. So without further ado, let's just jump right in and start this discussion.
Easiest way to start this, right? So as usual, it'll be me starting this discussion.
Yes.
So this is like, we need to have a talk.
Mm-hmm. We need those dreaded words. We need to talk.
We need to talk.
That you hear so often.
Sometimes we'll text each other and be like, I need to talk.
Yes. Or I usually like to say, please see me.
I know, yeah, I know. It's not all about like, in my office.
Because everybody usually gets really hot when they read that text. They're like, they're not really sure.
So the way that this is going to work, as you saw, I just placed my first tile. We have to place our tiles within these 9 center tiles. Now, our tiles will end up elsewhere on the board, but that's going to be as a result of being manipulated by tiles that are being placed. So that's my first tile. I could pick from any of those spaces except the center.
Except for the center. The first play of the game cannot be in the center. Every play after that can be anywhere.
So you're up.
Placement rules are you can place your tile anywhere in an empty space in those center 9 squares. Yeah. That's it. So what we're trying to do is to get each other to...
Well, we're trying to get that conclusion.
Well, I'm trying to get my conclusion, but I want to get her off my space and out of my face. So here's how the tiles work. You've got a little arrow in either the side or one of the corners on your tile. That is the target of this tile. Now, you can only manipulate, most of the tiles, except for one, can only manipulate opponent's tiles. So I'm targeting her tile. So this one means the adjacent, well, diagonal in this case, adjacent tile of an opponent gets to move 1 space in that direction.
Yes.
So I'm pushing her.
Yes.
It's a push.
You're pushing me away.
Yeah, she's throwing stuff out there that really just has no business being in this conversation. So I'm like, just take that elsewhere because that's not what we're talking about. So boom, you're gone. Okay. You're out of my face. That's it.
You're gone.
Now there's reactions, but we'll go through that in a bit.
Yeah, we'll go through that in a second.
You may see some of that unless I can string 3 together real quick.
Yeah, that's my goal.
Yes.
It's always my goal.
It's always the goal. End this conversation quick.
All right. Let's see. I would like to place this one. So I'm just going to go like this. Boop.
Ooh, so that's just the same, equal and opposite.
And now I'm just going to push you this way.
Right. Now see, I'm
just pushing back. I'm like, no, but more ideas.
She's got things that are kind of not good right now because she could potentially string a few together, right? Because all she needs is one more tile here. So I could block it, which is possibly a good move. So I could like say, remember, I got to target something diagonally, and I will. So I could. Well, I would like to.
Okay.
Like I could do this. Nah, that wouldn't be very good.
Just going head to head.
Yeah. So what I could do is instead I can just do this. Real simple, right? So this guy targets. He's a sniper. Think of it as long range.
There's snipers in our conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying to snipe her argument. Now I'm gonna knock her chair right out from under her with this rebuttal. It's gonna target 2. So the 2 arrows means it's targeting 2 spaces away.
Right.
And it's gonna push it off.
1 space.
This goes right off the board.
Yep, which is great because it comes back to me.
Back to her supply.
All right. Into my supply. Okay. So let's see what we want to do here.
You want to concede
so
this
I
argument.
I don't want to concede this argument. No, I don't. So I could do something like this. All right. I could do this. Yep. And now what this does, this is a persuade action. So this is going to target your tile here, and it's actually going to pull both of us back this way.
Okay. Fair enough.
No reactions yet.
No reactions, which is fine. which is fine. What I could do also is go like right here and then shoot you one space away.
Oh, you love to do that.
I do. I love to push your arguments
You like
away.
to push my buttons.
Always pushing her
Always
buttons.
pushing my buttons. Let's see. I'd really like to... I don't like how many tiles we have happening down here on this end of the board.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for me.
Is it though?
It really is, actually.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Ooh, I kind of want to pull these down because I can't really reach them.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Where's the one I need? That one? Yeah, let's try. Ugh. Yeah, I don't like how that puts you right on top of you. Well, if I manipulate a lot of these, I end up pushing you in a position where you could easily get 3.
Well, that's the point here, right?
Well, the point's not to have you win, dear.
Yeah. I like to win an argument once.
Once and for all.
Mm-hmm. If this is the way I have to do it, then so be it.
So be it. Yeah, I don't like this one bit, to be honest with you. I mean, I could just
Stumper,
put this here.
my arguments are really good, right? I've brought my best game here.
Oh my goodness. It's like not that it's like a bad idea to place stuff that doesn't really target anybody, but I would love to break this up. What's going on here? So maybe what I'll do is like something like this.
So you're gonna toss my argument?
I think I'm gonna toss your argument out completely. Whoops. We're gonna do this. Like that.
Where are you gonna put that?
Oh, I don't know.
Not up there, I can tell you that.
There. But I could put it like here.
You could.
You know?
All right, is that where you'd like to go?
Well, I guess.
All right, so what this is going to do is going to target this guy.
Yep, and it's going to
And
actually flip him up
toss
to the
him
top.
up here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it.
That works. So that's it.
So there's that. So now I've got more.
I just put a hole in your argument.
You did. It was a decent argument. A decent way. So I could. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough.
It is, right?
Yeah, it really is. So I could do this, targeting him, and I'm pushing him this way.
Okay.
Boom.
Really? Okay. So I could just do this, and I win.
How? Oh, I didn't even see that. Wow, she's. Why didn't you alert me to that when I made that move?
Do you want me to take it back? You want to
that's fine.
take a move back?
No.
I feel like we didn't really get to show how like.
Okay,
the
take
combos
that
work,
back. That was kind of lame.
Okay.
That was really lame. All right, where was I?
That was pretty cheap. I think you placed.
I placed this guy and I pushed these guys over.
Yeah, you pushed those over.
That was dumb. That was dumb of me. So I'll pull a different move out.
Try again. I'm giving you another shot at your argument.
Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, that was really silly of me.
Is that where they were?
Yeah, I think they were there.
Sure.
So yeah, I could do the same thing, but instead pull you out of here.
That makes more sense.
Yep, just to clear the center a little bit.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, if we congest the center enough that we can't place a tile, then that person loses.
That person loses on their turn.
Yeah.
So let's
Because we
get
just
this.
have too many ideas. You're just talking out at that point. You're not like really
many
doing
words.
anything to manipulate what people are thinking, I guess.
Too many
making
words,
your
not enough
points.
substance there.
I want to do something that kind of demonstrates like a chain
A chain,
reaction.
yeah. It's hard the way we're set
But
up right now.
Yeah, it is tough how we've got this set up.
Because if you can move one of their tiles into the firing zone of another one of your tiles.
Right, yeah.
Well, the tiles have to move. Like, that's the thing. You've got to make the tiles move and move your tile in such a way that it actually has a new target.
But at the same time, you don't want to do that just for the sake of doing that.
Right.
Which, like, we haven't really had the need to do it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could target, for example... See, I don't even have the tile I would need to do it. Like, if I could knock... Not that guy. Yeah, see, not even that guy. He'd be moving stuff over. Up. And there's nobody for him to target if I do that. And there's nobody. Yeah, like there's really nobody for these things to target. I mean, I could actually do... Like, I could do something like... No, I can't even do that. I could do like that, you know?
Yeah, you could do that.
And then, like, do that. Like, I could place this here to, like, turn this, you know, that way and target that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's not really going to do anything because there's nobody in his path. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's not really valuable for me. But maybe I'll do this. I'll just go like that. And that'll push you. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I want to push you past your limits.
Mm.
Now I could, like if I put that there, that would target him. That would actually move both of these up.
Yes, it would.
But that's still not really going to target anything.
Mm-mm.
I could place this here, but that targets mine, and that doesn't do anything because I'm not targeting my own.
Yeah, these certain, like I said, tiles have to target enemies.
I could put this here, but that moves you closer to your guy. You know what I mean? I could put that there, but that, see, this is why I haven't been doing this. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You could get one of those little hourglasses with the sand in them.
Hey, you know what? This game was over like
it was,
a
but
turn
I'm like,
ago,
we're trying
okay?
to demonstrate the rest of it.
Well, I'm trying to demonstrate like moving.
I wouldn't worry about that. I'd say we just play
tiles.
forward. It'll happen organically.
Will it though?
It will if we get past this turn, I think.
Oh, man. Okay, I'll just do this then. Boop. Put that there.
All right.
And that moves you.
It does. Okay. Okay. We're there,
Is that how it
folks.
feels being in a discussion?
It really does. I gotta tell you. It's like, wow.
Did you go?
I'm getting ready to.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm just trying to think of what I could do. So I could get yours out of there, which isn't a bad idea. This guy's not a bad one either. So there's...
Like a decision.
Yeah, you have to really decide how you want to.
This one you just obviously decide how you want to orient it, but then you
Yeah.
can decide which one of the adjacent tiles you want to move.
Right, so I could like move him this way.
Right.
And he pushes everybody out that way. But again, nothing moved in such a way that it could trigger another reaction. We haven't had that.
Right, right. Is that, can you align that that square? That one, yeah, thank you. Two, you can't trigger. Ooh, if I did... Yeah, I can't... He's not going to do anything. I don't have a lot of good diagonals to use to... Yeah, there's like no real reason for me to do that. I'm trying to find a way to like... Let's see, I've got 2, but like again, we can't place out here. You have to place within the 9 squares.
Right.
And you're not in my line of sight really anywhere with any of these. I could do oh no, I don't want to do that. Does this make you win the game immediately? Actually it wouldn't. What's interesting is like so like for example, if I placed this here, right? Let me just play this out. So like if I place this here, that would actually move these 2 tiles over, which looks like it would give you 3, but because this one moved, it would end up
not doing anything.
Oh, not doing anything because nothing
it's
would
a
be
sniper.
there.
Yeah. So that's how you trigger. Like if she were to move these 2 tiles, her tile would activate, but it only targets 2 away, so it wouldn't do anything. If it was targeting 1 away, it would push my guy out and not win.
And not win. Exactly. Yeah, like none of my stuff is really set up to trigger, unfortunately. Or it just like ends up pushing my stuff out way further. I could do that. And that just pushes both of your guys up there.
Yeah.
I could try that. Let's just do that and see. Put that there.
All right.
So that's going to push this guy that way. We're
And
just going to push that guy that way.
All right, so he's out.
Yeah.
All right. And then he's going to go up here.
And one thing I will mention, so in the production of the game, because this is a prototype obviously, these tiles and the board are constructed in such a way that you can actually push down on the tile. Like on the edge they're beveled so that they pop up and you can easily move them.
It looks really
really cool.
Yep.
Because this is one of like my pet peeves is like reaching into a tile placement situation.
So then I would just go here and then push you out there.
Oh, okay.
And that would win.
And that would we would both win. So actually we would keep going.
So then I wouldn't do that time. So you're here? Yeah.
We can't both reach conclusions at the same time, right?
No, we can't. But I could do this. And that would push them both down.
That would push them both down. Okay. And that would have you win?
That would have me win.
Okay.
So
but I already won.
I think they get the gist, right?
Yeah, I think so.
As opposed to us keep going.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like you continue this until obviously one of you wins like that. Or we filled up the center enough that you can't place another tile.
Right, and then that person whose turn it is
loses. So you basically kind of box them out, right? The only tile we didn't really describe is this one here.
Yeah, I kept trying to use it, but I wasn't really in a position to do so.
So if I were to play it here, for example, what it does is it targets this, and it allows you to rotate it in any direction, and it allows you to target another opponent's tile.
Yeah,
or your own.
That's the only one that you can target your own tile too.
I could target this guy, for example.
Yeah.
And then have him face this way. And then he would trigger, even though they normally have to move to trigger.
He's technically moving.
He's technically moving. He aims to him, and then it would push him that way.
Right, exactly.
So that's a way to use that tile.
Right.
The other ones you've seen. You've seen the one where you drag. You've seen the one where you do the toss. And you've seen now
the decision
the decision
and
one.
the rotation one.
Everything else we've pretty much demonstrated. So that's the simplicity of the game.
Yeah, it's again one of these like simple to understand how it works.
Yep.
But really burns your brain a little bit in. I mean, definitely the strategy of like trying to think ahead and plan out this from a spatial reasoning perspective. And then also the arrows, remembering like, okay, this is the target arrow, but the thing is actually moving this other way.
Yep.
So again, that's kind of the spatial piece
So
of it.
let's talk about it, close it out. Well, there you have it, philosophy.
It's my philosophy.
In all of its, it is my philosophy. In all of its simplicity
Yes.
and complexity. And it's really a fast playing game. I really am interested to see how the final product turns out, right? Because obviously we're playing with like foam board,
right,
as a prototype.
Yes.
But you get the gist, right?
Yeah, like I said, they are going to be like that beveled edge, so you can push down them and they kind of pop up. And just a Quality Beast Productions.
It is a Quality Beast production, so the quality should be there.
Yeah, and so something to note about this particular Game Found, right?
Game Found. It's on Game Found. Yeah.
Is that they have the game like ready, like where they're not looking
Complete
to
design. Yeah.
Design. Everything's complete. I think it was a matter of shipping costs and things like that over the past couple of years that this has been in development have gone up. So now they need to kickstart in order to ship it and get it out.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So
which is a safer bet, obviously, because you're not worried about like development time, and there's still more things to tweak, and component wise, it seems pretty straightforward.
And we'll put some details about. I think we might have like an anticipated delivery and all that kind of stuff. But you can probably check out. The
you know what? We're going to link the campaign in the notes. You go check it out, make your own decision. We just want to show you. We're just demoing the game. This is what the game is. It's pretty straightforward. We hope we were able to kind of give you an idea of what it has in store, right? It's a simple 2 to 3 player game. Third player will add 2 different colors.
Yeah, the Sage and Amber.
Sage and Amber. Set of tiles for you for 3. Don't know how it would play with 3, but I can imagine it'd be pretty interesting because it's a very tight board.
Right.
So there you have it. I think that's about it, right?
Yeah, that's it. As always, join us on all of our spaces on our Discord and Facebook, various groups and all of that kind of thing. All that'll be linked below.
All those links are below.
If you have questions about the game or our experience with it, let us know in the comments.
If you want to support the channel, we are on Patreon.
We are.
Patreon.com/ALAB Games. Come join us. Join the party.
Okay.
All right. That's it. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you.